But yeah, it sounds great. I was so happy after I re-recorded everything. It gave me ideas for the guitar. Gave me sort of this like, I don't know, it reminds me of like the Godfather or something. It's got this like mob boss guitar arpeggio. And so the guitar and Rhodes have like a really awesome thing going on. Like Doug's chords are doing this really great jazzy thing, but I felt like I was throwing in more of like the Isley Brothers sound we were talking about.
Yeah.
And I was really into trying to just use the wah pedal for dynamics and so we're adding the drums back in. Bass. So if we go into the vocals,
I saw this band, I think you dig, but the record got bad reviews. But then the singer looked into my eyes.
So another big thing I went through and did was just like redid all the vocals. This was like way later in the process, like 2021. I got a new vocal chain going, got a new vocal mic, and just I wanted to sort of, if anything, have the vocals be clean and crisp for this record, to make up for the fact that everything is so loose. I just wanted there to be some professionalism somewhere.
Right. Yeah. What was the new mic?
Yeah, just
what was
just
the new
to show
chain?
awareness or something. It was the I forgot the exact model number, but it was a Neumann, like a smaller $700 Neumann. I can't remember the exact model, but I just figured, the jump to like a nicer condenser mic would do the trick. I felt really happy. Just all of my vocals prior to this record were done on like a SM7 or even like a 57, but mostly on the SM7. Yeah, I just wanted there to be like a clarity to these, being that like my voice is lower and there's less singing and more like softer talking type melodies. So
yeah, but it's interesting because you went through the vocal chain for Deja Vu a bit, didn't you? I'm just trying to think how 5 years later you tweaked it and how you changed it to go with this new microphone.
I also picked up an API just channel strip that I go through now. I figured give it a shot. I am more of a fan of hardware, as you saw in the setup of this podcast. Yeah. I'm not a VST person, so getting the VSTs installed was a bit confusing for me at times, but it's actually starting to make sense after this session. But yeah, I felt like a channel strip is definitely a must-have these days. Just sort of following some rules here and there, like not a lot of not too much rule breaking, but I definitely wanted the vocals to be professional. So
can we hear them again? I'd like to hear those again.
St. Louis to New Orleans, someone take me off my feet. Rode horseback down the Mississippi, someone gotta keep me in the loop, please. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ooh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah!
Cue in the guitar solo.
Yeah, it's great because the sound of it, the way that you've recorded it, the equipment you're using does match the whole feel of that guitar solo somehow. It creates that whole mood. And yet it's interesting when you hear it within the context of the album, and it's nice hearing these differences, that you are using different microphones, and it creates different moods and different textures and a different feel. It keeps the listener interested and involved, and yet it means that when we get to the loop, somehow that kind of cuts through, that vocal cuts through, and creates that greater contrast.
I remember that one fact about the Beatles, that they would never have the same snare drum on a song. It's just like baffling. And I was like, actually, I should think about it that way. I don't want to say should, but I think there is an advantage to switching it up that often. It just leads to like more exciting results.